Jonelle Paris.
I'm Clare Shipton.
I unfortunately realised I had lipedema probably in my 40s actually, because I'd had this condition since I was around 13, but never realised what it was, but was always extremely different to all of my friends, which has been awful, and it's really affected everything I've done in my life since, and still does.
So I noticed abnormalities when I was in doing sports at school. Didn't quite know what was going on, and I noticed, I found out about lipedema when I was, probably about a year ago, when I was 49, and from there it spiraled. Everything kind of connected, all the jigsaw pieces got together, and I realised what was going on, and I wasn't as abnormal as I'd been feeling.
My biggest fears, I guess, it's been really hard to cope actually. It's been a life-limiting condition. All through my life people have just thought I was fat and I need to stop eating as much, and also go to the gym more. A lot of criticism from friends and family most of my life. So it's been really hard to cope with. People probably don't realise it's a real disease, but it really, really is, and it affects us women mostly. What scares me about it moving forward is actually it's there, and how much worse is it going to get in other areas. So that is really a worry for me, and I'm quite scared about it, to be honest.
So for me, the scary side of it is the psychological impact. I've had so many hang-ups about how I look, how I'm perceived, how I'm judged, how I kind of almost project myself onto other people. So I've avoided social situations, clothes, swimming pools, exercises, anything you can name, I've kind of avoided. It's been, the precursor has been, why am I so dissimilar to everybody else? I've judged myself, I've judged other people, I've looked at other people and kind of wanted to not judge them, but have judged them. When I found out about lipedema, my whole kind of psyche and ethos and everything and view on people completely changed. I felt absolute empathy from the people that I then saw through different eyes, who had larger legs, larger arms, larger this, larger that, but were disproportionate to what they should have been or could have been. It's enlightening and debilitating at the same time.
So we were talking about this, how it all happened. I think there was a lipedema lady that was on another diet group that I was on, because I'm always trying to lose weight and it never works. And she messaged me and said, "I'm really sorry, I know you don't know me, but I really think you've got lipedema. I don't think you're particularly large, but and I was thinking, what's that?" I looked it up and I saw lots of pictures and I thought, oh my God, I look like so many of these women. And she said, why don't you join the global lipedema page, because there's women from all around the world on there and you'll get loads of information. Maybe there's something you can do about it, but I know the only way of getting rid of it is liposuction, or a special kind of liposuction. So I went on to there, and then I sort of didn't say anything. I just kept reading all the comments, looking at all the pictures, thinking, oh my God, this is just me. There's so many women that got exactly the same problem as me. And a bit like Claire said, it was almost like relief. It's like, actually, there's something wrong with me. It's not just me being just a big fat girl like everyone's always said. So I saw lots of comments from the UK women, and someone said that they'd been to see Dr. Gupta and that it was a free consultation just to get an idea of have I got lipedema, give me a diagnosis and what to do then. And I thought about it, didn't do it straight away, but got to know a lot more women on the site. And I thought, you know what, just book an appointment. What have I got to lose to go and see him? And there are other doctors in the UK, but I really like the sound of Dr. Gupta. There was some amazing feedback on there. So I thought, it's not too far, I can go and see him just to see where I'm at. And that's why I chose him, and actually, thank God I did, because it's made such a difference. But the group that we have now, that Paula started with just the Dr. Gupta girls, has been amazing. And the amount of information and support on there has been absolutely incredible. So that's kind of how I got to know what lipedema was and how I got to know Dr. Gupta.
So I kind of did a lot of research. I thought my journey started very, very quickly, and it spiraled very quickly. So I was diagnosed by a lipedema nurse, and it was at that point that I thought to myself, it was such a relief to know that it wasn't kind of this weight loss journey that I was supposed to be going on for so many years. I've been trying to lose weight without success, and to be told that this feeling of coldness in my legs, this feeling of this abnormality in my legs, this misconception and my perception of myself in the mirror. I wouldn't have a full-length mirror in my house because I couldn't stand to look at myself. To be told that I had lipedema at the point she diagnosed me, I burst into tears, and it was a relief, a blessing and a curse. But it equally was the jigsaw pieces fitting in together. So then I researched surgeons. Money was obviously a factor for me, and I had multiple consultations with people, some online, some face-to-face, and some surgeons were a lot cheaper, but I didn't feel that they kind of understood the condition. I didn't feel they understood me. And it's such a personal journey to go through that you need somebody to kind of listen and hear and be able to look you in the eye and see past the diagnosis and actually see the condition and understand what it is you've gone through. So I'm 50 years old. I've been going through this since I was 10 years old, was when I first noticed I was different. So for all of my life, it's been a contributing factor. So I came to see Dr. Gupta. You can see the genuineness in his eyes. You can see that he hears you, he understands you, he is honest, he has integrity. And for me, that goes so much further than you need this, this kind of benchmark process. You want somebody that completely attaches to you emotionally and physically and understands everything that you're going through, and he did. And when his quote came through, I was like, Matt, I can't afford it. You can't do it. And then I had other quotes come through that I could probably afford, but they didn't connect with me on the same level that Dr. Gupta did. And I opted for him, and I am so relieved I did, because my journey has been so professionally dealt with that I couldn't have wished for a better outcome and for better understanding than I've got to date.
Absolutely. The service here, I think Claire's mentioned a few times, I'm sure other girls have, it's impeccable. Every single member of staff is wonderful, kind, thoughtful, caring. I don't feel like a number, I don't feel like I'm a part of money. I just feel like a person here. And every time I've been here, I feel so good when I come here. I feel so calm and peaceful, and like I'm going to be looked after and listened to and heard, and I've never been, and I've had lots of little things done, medical or non-medical, but this place is something really lovely about it, and I would recommend everybody here extremely highly.
The thing that I would kind of recommend is that you're not just somebody that walks through the door. You're an individual, you're a person, and you matter. And I would totally and utterly recommend this clinic. The service that you get before, from just that initial consultation through to booking the surgeries, everything through to kind of having the surgeries, down to your kind of intricate dietary requests afterwards, everything is catered for. And it's a big deal to go through private surgery, particularly when you can't afford it. And to be able to kind of spend that amount of money on something that's perceived as cosmetic, that shouldn't be perceived as cosmetic, and to be able to put your life, your mental state, everything about you in the hands of one person is a huge deal. But to walk out those doors and gain the confidence that you gain is immeasurable, and it all the money side of it goes out of the window, because you know that you can trust the hands of the surgeon that you're in, and I would not hesitate in recommending this clinic.